What if humans had to share the plains not only with lions, hyenas, and towering elephants, but also with colossal antelopes crowned with horns longer than a man's body? What if every step onto the open savanna meant crossing paths with beasts capable of skewering predators and humans alike? This is not fantasy. It is a glimpse into life. 6.8 million years ago, when our ancestors walked a world still untamed, still ruled by giants and survival, was an endless trial of courage and unity. The story begins not in stillness, but in motion. Under a pale dawn, a band of Australopithecus ventures out from the safety of a riverside thicket. The females carry infants against their chests, the older children clutching branches stripped into crude walking sticks. The males' lean and wary grip sharpened stones bound to sticks with sinew, the first glimmers of weaponry. Their eyes scan the horizon, where the grass bends in rolling waves, concealing both food and threat. They move as one body, silent but taut with instinct. Ahead, the herd waits. Massive, horned antelopes graze in loose clusters, their curved horns glinting like twin spears against the rising sun. These are no fragile gazelles, but titans of muscle, capable of breaking bone with a single charge. The clan knows the stakes. A kill means survival, marrow-rich bones, and hides to shield against the cold night. A failure means hunger, perhaps death for rivals, and predators wait for weakness. The hunters fan out, imitating the silent dance of lions they have watched for generations. Two males circle wide, vanishing into the tall grass, while others drive the herd slowly toward the riverside, where the ground softens into mud. The women gather close with the children, their sharp eyes scanning for movement in the distance. It is not only antelope they must fear. A shadow drifts along the far edge of the herd, a pride of saber-toothed cats equally drawn to the feast. The air thickens with tension. The first conflict erupts like a storm. As the Australopithecus close in, the antelopes sense the net tightening. Their hooves churn dust into the sky, their bellows rumble like thunder. One titan lowers its head horns, angled like a double-bladed weapon, and charges. The ground quakes beneath its fury. A young male misjudges his distance. He stumbles, the horned beast bearing down. In an instant, another male leaps forward, slamming his stone-tipped spear into the animal's flank. Blood arcs into the morning light. The antelope bellows and veers, saving the youth, but throwing the plan into chaos. The herd scatters, crashing through grass, splintering the hunter's formation. At that moment, the saber-toothed cats surge forward, golden pelts streaking through the dust. Now, predator-prey and ancient human collide in a frenzy of survival. Screams of antelope mix with roars of cats. And the Australopithecus must decide fight for the kill or retreat with their lives. The clash unfolds in seconds, yet each heartbeat feels eternal. One saber-toothed cat leaps onto the back of a massive antelope, its fangs piercing flesh, as the beast thrashes, horns slashing wildly. Another cat breaks from the frenzy and sets its gaze on the Australopithecus huddled near the river's edge. Mothers clutch infants tighter, their bodies forming a human wall, while the older children brandish sticks, though their hands tremble. The tribe's survival depends on more than bravery. It depends on unity. The hunters, sensing the danger, abandon the scattered herd and converge. Stones whistle through the air, striking the predator's flank. One spear drives forward, embedding into the cat's shoulder. It snarls, twisting with terrifying power, but the combined fury of the humans pushes it back toward the chaos of antelope hooves. For a moment, The tide seems to turn. Then comes the second knot of conflict, the storm. Dark clouds roll across the horizon, the air heavy with electricity. Winds sweep the grasslands, bending stalks flat, as the heavens split with lightning. The antelope herd, already maddened by blood and predators, stampedes in terror. Dust becomes mud under sudden sheets of rain, and the battlefield dissolves into a maelstrom of water, panic, and thunder. The saber-toothed cats vanish into the storm, retreating with their kill. The antelope thunder past their horns, glancing dangerously close to the clan. Survival now means escape, not conquest. The tribe scatters toward the riverside thicket. One female carrying a child slips in the mud, her leg twisted beneath her. She cries out her child, wailing, while the others push ahead in fear. But a young male, still shaken from his near-death moments earlier, turns back. He heaves her up, hoisting the infant against his chest as lightning strikes a tree not far away, igniting it in flames despite the rain. Fire and storm rage together, a scene both apocalyptic and sacred. Finally, the survivors reach the thicket, drenched and trembling. They crouch beneath the canopy of twisted trees, watching as the savannah outside is lashed by rain and stampeded by shadows. The wounded woman's leg is bound with strips of bark, her pain soothed with crushed leaves that others have carried for such moments. The children cling to their mothers, wide-eyed but safe. Slowly the terror ebbs, replaced by the primal relief of endurance. When the storm subsides, silence falls like a curtain. Smoke drifts from the charred tree, glowing faintly in the distance. The humans emerge cautiously. Scavengers circle the carcasses left behind by the cats, and though the clan did not bring down their quarry, fate has provided. They approach carefully, driving away vultures with sticks, and harvest what remains, marrow-rich bones cracked open with stone strips of meat roasted on flames stolen from the burning tree. The climax gives way to resolution. Beneath the clearing sky, the tribe gathers in a circle around the fire, children soothed wounds, tended bellies filling. Laughter rises, rare but vital, carried on the night air. Against storm beast and horned titan they endured. Their story is not one of conquest, but of resilience, written in blood smoke, and the quiet triumph of survival. The fire crackles as the tribe gathers closer, warmth seeping into their bones after the storm's fury. Around them, the savannah glistens under a moonlit calm, the grass still dripping with rain, the charred tree still smoldering like a monument to survival. The children sit nearest the flames, gnawing marrow from cracked bones, their wide eyes reflecting both fear and wonder. The adults watch the horizon, never fully at rest, but for now, their breaths are slower, steadier. From the shadows beyond the firelight, the silhouettes of the massive horned antelopes linger on a ridge. Their horns catch the moon like silver blades, their presence a reminder of the balance between danger and sustenance. The tribe does not chase them tonight. Hunger has been appeased, and respect holds them back. They know too well the cost of underestimating such beasts. The wounded female leans against the trunk of a tree, her leg bound tightly with bark and leaves. An elder smears crushed roots along the wound, his hands steady, his eyes deep with memory. These are the beginnings of knowledge of medicine, born not from words but from trial and tradition. She winces, then exhales, her child pressed against her chest, soothed by the rhythm of her heartbeat. Life continues, fragile but unbroken. As the night deepens, the tribe lifts their faces to the sky. Stars emerge uncountable, a celestial map that has guided them through countless migrations. The storm has scoured the air clean, and the heavens blaze brighter than fire. For a moment, even the predators keep their distance, and silence reigns a silence not of fear, but of reverence. It is here in this pause that the myth of their survival takes shape. The young male who risked himself to save the fallen female becomes more than just a hunter. He is a symbol, his courage a story that will be carried in gestures and echoes across generations. The fire taken from the storm's fury becomes more than warmth. It is a spark of mastery, a light stolen from the heavens binding them together in awe. And the horns of the antelopes gleaming in the distance become more than weapons. They are guardians of the plains, embodiments of both peril and providence. At last, the clan curls close, the fire at their center, the night pressing in. Infants sleep. Mothers rest their heads against fathers' shoulders, and the hunters keep watch, their stone tools lying ready at their sides. Tomorrow, the challenges will return: new storms, new predators, the endless search for food and water. But tonight, there is peace, a fleeting sanctuary carved out of chaos. And so life, 6.8 million years ago, was not only a battle for survival, it was the birth of stories, the forging of unity, and the dawn of resilience. In every ember, in every scar, and in every laugh shared around the fire, the myth of humanity was written.